What's up, everybody? So I wanted to do this kind of quasi unboxing video a good deal earlier than this, but I've just been busy and so haven't gotten to it. But this is the Primaris Chaplain model that I really kind of gushed on in that one picture ramble I did, and it's because I'm a big Chaplain, Space Marine Chaplain fan, and this one looks really cool. So I want to go into it to show you the one sprue that it is, give you my thoughts on it, kind of my plan on it, as well as some insects chirping in the background really loudly. If you hear that, it's actually impressively loud. Anyway, with that said, this is the best lighting I could do, so bear with me. So firstly, we got the box, which shows us the model in all its glory. The one thing that I will point out as the weakest part of the model for me is the Crozius Arcanum's head. It just seems a little narrow, and that's because for me, Dawn of War 1's Chaplain was such a good rendition of it, with his huge epic golf swing with his gigantic Crozius Arcanum mace. It just felt good. So this is a little too slender for me, but it still works. I would just try and do something different, and I'll get to that a little bit later. And then you got the back of the box showing you some more details, as well as how to do the black armor, how to do the gold trim and weapon trim in terms of the paints they use, so that's always handy to know if you want to try and mimic it. And thankfully, in the instruction booklet, they go over other recipes. So of course, in the back of the instruction booklet, once you're all done with the instructions, you have the entry, the datasheet entry to kind of get started and understanding the model a little bit and its rules. Then we have the one page of assembly, plus more recipes, including the very top one, which is how to do the blackish leather robe, which I think is a really cool looking concept. I want to try it personally, so I'm glad we have a recipe for it. And then the one page of instructions. The yellow is more or less where you're gluing, if that makes any sense. So just I like the color instructions like that. It's just a little bit extra help in showing you where things go is always useful. With that said, let's check out the sprue itself. Before that, we can see this over-engineered box with the transfer sheet, just like the Primaris Captain model had. So no difference there. The nice large base, as we've come to expect for Primaris especially, and it's really over-engineered plastic piece that holds everything. You saw it on my unboxing of the Primaris Captain model, if you will, and this is the same concept. This is kind of what they're doing, and while it's professional packaging, it's sturdy and secure, it just definitely seemed over-engineered, especially for one sprue. Speaking of that one sprue, here it is. We have great detail, two torso pieces, the skeletal pieces on the armor, the robes. My little concern here is how the robes will assemble and mate with each other, because this is a really big opportunity for potential scene filling to do. Not that you want to, but you're going to kind of have to kind of get it right, if you will, so it doesn't look weird. And they've been pretty good lately with hiding seams and putting it in such a manner where even if you didn't do anything to it, you really wouldn't detect it. And I just don't know how this will be because I haven't tried to assemble it yet. One shoulder pad is attached, that's to the Absolver bolt pistol. The other one is separate, same scale as standard Space Marine shoulder pads, so a chapter shoulder pad put there would fit just fine. We have the book bit and another little piece, a bit there for detail. Just, you know, part of the sprue as you would come to expect. And what we have also is the Crozius arm, with the Crozius head separate from the shaft. You can see it's a pretty tiny head in comparison to what maybe you would be used to with Chaplain models, especially from Dawn of War kind of being your frame of reference like it is mine, if it happens to be. So there's that. But there's the halo. I've been looking at the backpack. If you don't use the halo, I don't think it's obvious. So if you don't want it, you don't have to have it. But I'm going to use it because I just love that look. Because, what can I say? I'm a chump, I guess. I don't know. You got the hooded helmet with the skull helm there. Very fitting, very nice. All in all, a very nice package sprue. Very nicely done. No wasted space. Good detail. Should go together very nicely. I'm looking forward to it. My plan with this guy is to basically wait for the Dark Angels Codex. I want to see how Primaris are implemented in the other Space Marine codices that can take them. I want to see if they get, for example, Primaris Interrogator Chaplains in the case of the Dark Angels. I want to see what options and relics are available to them and what aren't before I start building this guy. And I want to kind of see what I can do with that Crozius Arcanum shaft and make a more beefier mace style head on top of it instead. Just because I want to. That's the only reason. So we'll see in that regard. Anyways, really like this model though. I think it's done well in an over-engineered box like it is. But I've already seen a lot of conversion concepts in people's workbench on the interwebs for this guy to either turn him into a chaos word bearers. I forget what they call their chaplains. Dark apostles. There we go. I've seen people do that already. I've seen people turn into captains, turn into whatever, head swaps, weapon swaps. Because of the posing, as you can see here, you could do a lot with weapons and whatever type of pose, or very reminiscent of this pose, and do a weapon swap with, or a hand swap with a weapon. And it's not really going to get in the way. And I think that's part of the fact that it's using these conversions so quickly. Plus, it's a really cool model. So, what can I say? I'm a little biased there, but I think a job well done on this model. So that's my thoughts on the Primaris Chaplain. What are yours if you got the model? If you got the model and you've already assembled it, feel free to share your thoughts on how it goes together. I won't know that until way down the line, but I got plans. I got plans for this thing. So anyways, thanks for sticking through this ramble. Any question, comments, or requests, leave in the comments section. And until next one, take it easy.